to have a brief discussion on this. So Yunia here is a VTuber, a genie god VTuber, and she's saying here, she's tweeting, it's crazy that over 50% of my core debut projects won't be ready by the debut date when they had 4 months to prepare up to the debut date. I'm trying to be understanding, but this is too much. Do I have to start planning with this level of professionalism for my upcoming projects? Yeah, 4 months! 4 months, that's crazy. Yeah. And she follows up by saying, I don't plan on delaying my debut. And I will mention the delayed projects and when they were commissioned and how they didn't make it. So no free promo. And it sucks when that happens because like this person here said that they were like, yeah, I had that happen to me. And what you need to do is like you cancel your project and then you turn around and you're like, shit, I need to buy a replacement, but the replacement is rush fee because a month for an art project, that's considered rush fee most of the time. So you end up paying more out of your pocket. So it sucks. I think giving an accurate time estimate is the best thing you can do as an artist. Wait, 1 month is rush? Depends on the size of the project, but for some artwork it can be, especially since a lot of artists already have like waiting lists and stuff, and they're like, well, shit, I already promised that I'd start on these 4 people's project. Now you want me to finish your project in a month, so I have to put you at the top of the list, so you have to pay rush fee. Yeah, it's been hard. VGen, oh my god, the delays on VGens are insane. The waiting list time on VGen, it's like, whoa. I think on Twitter is not so bad. I personally have been having good luck with my projects, although I don't commission that much art. I had like, when I first got my model, I wanted to buy so much art because I love it. But right now, I'm trying to use my money more for like video editing, I think. VGen is cool. It has its issues. For me, VGen, the part that I dislike the most, and I've spoken about it with other artists, it's that some of the prices are kind of misleading because they start really low and you're like, oh, this is a good price. And then when you talk to the artist, they have like all these add-ons that usually aren't add-ons. For example, I had a 250% price upgrade from like the price they had on that artist VGen was literally just for like a black and white version of the art, which is like weird because I think, I don't know how to explain it, but like what you show should be what you show in your portfolio should be like kind of what the client expects, or there's going to be a feeling of let down when they're like, oh, this is not what I'm receiving, and the price should reflect that. So like I messaged the artist because like, oh, this is a good price for an artwork, and then the price they gave me was a 250% like it was multiplied by 2. It was a 250% increase is the word I'm looking for. 250% increase from the price they had listed. I was like, whoa, that's insane. That's not even with commercial rights. Holy. It's not a scam. It's not false advertising, but I think it is bad marketing. I think you're going to lose more clients. Yes, it was a 250% markup. I think you're going to lose more clients doing that. I did speak to somebody in marketing and they were like, yeah, no, you should just have you should have it reflect, like even if you have a piece of art that's like everybody wants, that like sells really well, if that's not gonna be the end product, it's gonna, if your style has changed and you don't really draw that way anymore, for example, the marketing person told me you should update it to your new style because it's going to create more issues for you and it's going to create more revisions for you and more back and forth if it's not really reflective of the final product. So yeah, just some little tips for artists. Otherwise, I still had very good all of the stuff I commissioned on VGem has been really good experience. But I haven't commissioned a lot of big artworks. Like my cursors, my pixel cursors, they were cheaper than what I found on Fiverr. The artist was great. The model mama that made Juan, she's the best, adorable. She worked with my rush deadline. She didn't make me pay rush fee. I'm so lucky, man. Everybody that I found was so great. There was one artist that's been unresponsive that I contacted VGen to get in touch with her. They wanted to charge back the thing, and I was like, no, don't charge it back. She already started working on it. Like, that would suck for her. I was like, I just want you to get in touch with her. For me, I don't mind waiting more because she's really good, but I just want to know, what's going on, because it's been months that I haven't had an update, and it was supposed to be ready for my debut. But then it wasn't. She ended up in the hospital and stuff. So that was really the only hiccup I had. But aside from that, I've had, great experience. I'm really glad that my life to the artist and rigor has been great. I usually update my client after every day at work. See, you're a professional, Maxine, and it shows. Yeah, I hope she's okay too. Yeah, it's been a while. I think she's fine now. She messaged me when she got out of the hospital, so I think she's fine. But everything else, I've mostly dealt via Twitter, and it's been okay. There's a certain price point where once you start paying that price point, everything above $100, people tend to be a little more professional. And then there's this other bracket that for the really expensive artists that for some reason they just start ghosting you because they have really big clients, and if you're not one of the popular ones, you'll kind of get pushed down the list. I don't really go for those usually. Wait time's too long, price is too expensive. I like to find hidden gems, I like to find value. I like to find those artists, the ones that are good, they have a good portfolio, but they may not be known as much. An artist heard my story about being ghosted on VGen and finished an art piece in 1 day for free. People on VGen are really hit or miss. Absolutely. My birthday poster that I have on otakubon.com, that one, oh my god, the artist was so nice. I think I made a tweet saying hey, I'm looking for somebody not too expensive with commercial fee, and they were like, hey, I have commercial fee included in my price. Dude, that wasn't even expensive. It was I don't know, $200 Canadian. There's a full background, there's commercial fee included. They did this in legit 2 days. They started right away. They started working on it right away. I was I need it in a couple months from here. They delivered it within a week. Every time they did a sketch, they sent it to me. They were so cute. They were great. I actually want to commission them again. I just have no ideas right now. I don't want to be mean, but working in the industry myself, most people who are doing columns really shouldn't be. Well, some people have talents, they just don't know how to run a business, or they're not very professional yet. That does come with experience. I think if you've had a job working in the service industry, and then you become an artist, you'll probably be much better at customer service and communication and all of that. What I like about working with Japanese and Chinese artists is that the price is kind of high-ish to start, but it always includes commercial fee. It always includes commercial fees. So they know, oh, you're a VTuber, you're gonna make merch. So they just include it all the time. And it kind of, for them, it also makes it more worth it because they're well, I don't want to do artwork under a certain price. And they're well, there's not much. They just always sell their commercial fee because they feel there's no point for them to hold on to the commercial rights. Most of the time, they won't make merch of you, for example. If they make merch, it'll be merch from their OC. So the base price is higher, but it's much more hassle-free, and it's cool because then you don't have to break your head after that being oh, do I have commercial right for this? I don't remember. Oh, I need to purchase it, etc. They're just you can do whatever you want with it, it's yours. Any pillow covers? There is on Otakuban, yeah. I don't know if I just didn't promote this very well, but yeah. It's also a Japanese artist that made the cover for the body pillow. They were working with a VTuber agency though, and I think we mentioned that the other day, and they couldn't make it too lewd because their contract, it said that they weren't allowed to draw like really lewd stuff with VTuber corpos. And I don't remember, I feel like that came up in some kind of VTuber news that we talked about recently. But I don't mind it because I think not making it too lewd might be less... I think if it's too lewd, some people might be embarrassed to have this like on their bed. Like you have some people over or your parents and they're like, what the hell is this? So I was okay with that. But you're not a corpo, it doesn't matter. They're not allowed. They have a contract with a corpo and it makes it so they're not allowed to draw not safe for work stuff. I'm not a corpo. They're not allowed to draw not safe for work stuff as per their contract with a VTuber corpo. Yeah, it's crazy. So you know how there was like an article saying that some artists were forced into contracts by some VTuber corpos. They're like, if you design for us or if you become one of the artists for us, then you're not allowed to do this, which is kind of crazy that they control their work even outside of their contract because it might reflect bad on the company or something. You know, I don't really agree with these types of contracts because I feel like it does affect the kind of work the artist is taking outside of it. You know, you better be really well compensated if you do accept that clause. And I feel like they probably aren't. They definitely aren't because this is Japan. And getting to design one VTuber model for like a big VTuber corporation might just open up a bunch of doors for you. That's so weird because it's not like those artists are full employees of the corporation, right? I assume it's for like in-house, so they're probably even paid less than if they did like freelance work for them. Yes, I do think it's pretty shitty. I do think it's pretty shitty. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I've seen that before. One of the artists I follow even had to delete his lewd art after joining the anime industry for a while. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it's crazy. Yeah, you tend to get more restricted. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.